I had an MSP and I wanted more power, I wanted more range, and the EXN was the best option for that because it still felt like a smaller wheel, but it had all the power.
I tried the Sherman, didn't really like it. It was too heavy, bulky, sluggish. And then we got our hands on the EXN and it was a lot faster, and with the proper tire on it, feels actually as nimble as my 16X.
And the EXN seemed to fit the category of fast, powerful, with range while still being nimble. Tried the Sherman, didn't like the firmwares with the pedal dips and just the way that it handled. So this was the choice for me.
Hearing about the EXN was cool because I see the guys who are like zooming past me by my Nikola Plus, and I'm like, this might be a wheel that I want to go for. You know, so I tried someone else's wheel, tried 2 EXNs, and I finally was like, you know what, I'm gonna bite the bullet and get one, and I've not stopped riding my EXN since.
And then just one day I was just curious, I'm like, might as well try this EXN, and my first reaction to that was, oh, I want this now.
Well, I have a friend who's really pushy. And no, actually, I was already riding an RS, a Gotway RS, and doing a lot of trails, and had it for about a year. And I'm kind of a big rider. I was like 210 without gear, and pushing that 1800 watt-hour battery pretty good. And I was maxing out that range pretty good. And I heard about an EXN. I watched my buddies ride the wheel, and I just thought I'd give it a try. He actually convinced me after a long ride. You know, there's like 2 or 3 EXNs and me and then a scooter. He said, just try it. Just try it, Sean. I said, okay. So I tried it, and literally like 2 blocks, I fell in love with it. And the balance, the weight, the speed and power, everything about it was just perfect, yeah.
I just hit 32 this morning, somehow, somewhere. It just carried you. You just don't know. You're just like, oh, I hit this speed apparently. Probably less than 70 miles in this past 2 weeks, yeah. I just riding it every day for 2 weeks, so yeah.
My top speed, so I'm not known as a speed demon, but I have gotten it to 45. That was without thinking about it, without knowing, and without monitoring it, because I don't really have anything to monitor speed. I just knew that it started beeping at me at kind of a low voltage, and it was, I think, around 45. I tend to ride between 35 and 40. That's my sweet spot.
I would say, I think my top speed right now is 46. I comfortably stay within like 35, 45, and I love it. It's good. It's a good spot.
Top speed on the EXN that I've personally hit is 48 miles per hour. I was filming one of our other riders on an EXN. He was going for a top speed run. I was trying to keep me and the camera equipment decently safe, so like when I was hearing those beeps, I was kind of laying off it a little bit.
My top speed is 49 miles an hour.
Went for a top speed run on San Jose Avenue and I hit 51 miles an hour. And that was while I was seated, so there was less wind resistance, but I got there pretty quick and it was pretty easy.
I think the best ride that I've done so far was a San Jose to San Fran ride, which was cool. It gave me an experience of like trying to ride consistently.
So we did a 140-mile ride all around the Bay Area, the entire Bay, crossing the Golden Gate Bridge, Richmond Bridge, all the way down to San Jose and back up to San Francisco. 2 charge stops, but the EXN handled it no problem.
Yes, so we did a Bay Area ride. So I think for me it was about 129, 130 miles total. I think that was a 2-charge ride. Yeah, so 130 miles. That was a lot for the body, but the wheel did great.
That was basically like our hardest range test for that wheel specifically. 47 miles straight down to San Jose, which left me at 25% battery when we arrived. Oh, this wheel can very easily do 50 miles as long as you're keeping the speeds between like 25 miles an hour and 30 miles an hour.
I think I've gotten 45 miles. I was down to 79 volts, which is basically dead.
So mods and upgrades, I changed the tire to a Michelin Pilot 2. I've got the big Hex Begode pedals, the CNC'd ones. These side pads made by EUC Custom Power Pads on Facebook. And then I just added some extra foam to the seat here to make it a little bit more cushy.
Other than pads and bumpers, I haven't done really anything. Oh yeah, I actually put a new tire because the stock tire that it comes with, no offense, Begode, but it just, it never seated properly. So I have a Conti Scoot on there, which is fantastic. I changed the pedals too. It's not the stock pedals. It's the big fat Begode pedals.
I've just installed new fans because the stock fans are really loud. I've also changed the tire.
I mean, anything is pretty much better than the stock tires that you can get with EUCs. We threw in some aftermarket fans, actually 3 fans instead of just the 1, and it's able to more efficiently put the airflow through the wheel and keep it cool.
I don't know. So far, the EXN is like so good. I don't know.
If I was gonna go for a next wheel, I love more range, which is like what most people talk about.
It's always more range. It's always, because I like the weight, but I know that if we ask for more range, the battery's gonna be bigger. I always just wanna go further without charging. Like right now, I'm 30 to 40 miles, depending on the kind of riding.
I'd want a wheel that is a little bit torquier. The EXN has really good acceleration, but I wish it had just a little bit more.
The EXN is in a very nice sweet spot for me at the moment. It's not too heavy. It's still very fast, has a huge amount of range. It would just be something that would slightly improve like the quality of life features, like a firmer trolley handle, like a better headlight too. That's a big one.
There's always the want for more range, but that comes at the cost of weight and possibly handling of the wheel. So other than that, maybe slightly higher top speed. It's hard to say. I mean, sooner or later 45 feels like 30 and you're like, maybe I could push a little faster, and then you get the beeps and you get scared. So other than that, can't really ask for too much more.